Hello everyone and welcome back to the Pyre. VioletPyre here, and today we will test my redstone knowledge by creating piston doors of different size, and we will see which size will stop me. So here we've got some familiar plots in a familiar place, and of course we will test a couple doors, but frankly I don't think any one of them will stop me, to be honest. So the first one on the list, of course, is the simplest, which will be the 1x1 piston door. Now I assume every single one of you will be able to create such a door. And for the reason being that it's simply one piston. Yeah, there's not much to it, is it? But if we pretend we have some crawling base, or anything really, we can just create a simple one like this and just link some redstone on here, and I completely messed up. Yeah, we need a redstone torch for it to work correctly. I missed it again. Why am I so terrible at this? Right, I still assume that every single one of you is able to do such a door, eh? So, here we have our door completed. In fact, we will press the pressure plate here, which then power up this redstone wire, which will then close the redstone torch, will cause the piston to retract. Now we can enter this facility like this. Door opens, and then yeah, it does close on us, but that's just how simple it gets, isn't it? Now, of course, I won't build every single type of door with you, because it will take a ludicrous amount of time, but the first two are so incredibly small that I will cover them with you. So, the second one, of course, after the 1x1 is the 2x2 piston door, which, same things goes here. This piston door isn't hard in particular, and everyone should basically know it. And honestly, that's it. Yeah, it's not as hard as one would think it would, because it's not, frankly. And I still managed to forget how to create it. But yeah, I will do some spaghetti redstone in here, because I'm not a professional, but I am still going to do that. And for some reason I really don't have a brain right now. It's tragic. Oh yes, no, excuse me, I remember now. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, it's embarrassing, but it's really embarrassing. I'm sorry. I don't know how I could forget such an easy piece of redstone. I just inverted two systems. So, yeah. Now we can cover this up, and we should be clear. There we go. So it does work. Can link it to the other side as well. And here we go. We have a piston door. And now, yeah, it's as easy as it gets, honestly. And how it basically works, if I reopen the system, the pressure plate will power on these redstone bits, which in turn will make this redstone torch close, which unpowers this redstone bits and uppowers the two pistons that it powers, because the redstone bits goes to this one and powers the block, with the blocks, which the block then powers on this piston. Then moving swiftly on after these doors is clearly a notch higher, and it's the 3x3 piston door, and I will be back once I made it. Well, there we go, door is done. I'm unsure of this one, because for a simple reason, this design I did see this design a while back on YouTube, which honestly doesn't give me joy to be able to do it, because I've just basically memorized it, but I do understand how it works, so I still, to be honest, I still count it in, just for the fact that I understand it. So simply, first off, the signal starts from here. It then makes its way over here to that piston, triggers that observer that will then power on this redstone line, which will trigger this piston over here, then power on the observers that will then power on the piston extender and update this dispenser because of this block being powered. Then the dispenser being activated will then cause an update to the piston, which the piston being updated and turned on will then activate these observers, which will bring the signal to the downside, which activate this piston that activates these observers, and this observers gets the signal from here, down here, signals it through here, up there. This observers will get the update from this observer, which powers on this piston. These observers will be powered because of this observer, which then powers on this piston. Does it make sense? No, it does. Well, it does. It is quite slow. I'm pretty certain that there are way more faster circuits than this one though, but it's still so satisfying, honestly. I really love the fact that it just opens like in a spiral way. Well, not that much to be honest, but when it does close, it does that kind of spiral move, which is really, really good. But yeah, downside, it's slow. I do suggest having a better system which would make it way faster. Now, moving swiftly on. From now, this point on, the 4x4 piston door and higher, I really don't know how to do them without using a flying machine. So I will try to make a flying machine for this one, and then, since I just basically can do a flying machine for every single doors, I will show you another creation from someone else which uses those very techniques, but still needs a mention. I'm quite having a struggle with that one. It's quite weird because I'm trying to do it on sideways and I'm highly confused. Well, this is all kinds of wrong, and a spaghetti of a good flying machine that I know that is supposed to work, which is used in the 14x14 door that I will show you, and I decided to do it horizontal and didn't have a way to activate the piston when it was closed, which, yeah, I solved with this little piece here, and let's hope it works. Brilliant. Yeah, well, now I'm stuck. So yeah, my knowledge stops at door 3x3 piston doors. My knowledge is so limited with those flying machines, so I believe I did do a mistake, which is highly possible, but what? I don't know. So yeah, it'll be a pass on this one. While editing this, I did find the problem. I simply forgot to put obsidian before the observers, so what the machine tried to do is just that they tried to pull it off with it and it got stuck. Well, there it is. This humongous door compared to the 4x4 that miserably fell for some reason that I'm still scratching my head about. This one should be functional, and I hope it is. Well, I know it is on my tower, so if this one breaks for some reason, because I know the backup is broken, well, it was. Now, I did forget to mention that there was one layer missing, and every time I added it, I broke it because I took the legend. But it should be working, so I will turn it on. Great. Didn't work. Now, why that is, I'm not so sure. I'm very confused. Well, after breaking the door several times, this should be working. In fact, I activated the wrong doors. I did break it again because now it's lower. Now my activator doesn't work. Well, I broke it several times again. Now it is probably repaired. I hope so. So now it should be functional. Oh, goodness me. Now, if this breaks, I don't know what to do. Because, yeah, redstone is just pure witchcraft, and why did this redstone dot break? That wasn't meant to happen. Now it won't work. Do not. Okay. We're good. So if I press this... Well, now I'm just utterly confused. Why doesn't it work? I think it's there. If I remove this... Oh god. It's on... Oh. It was already on the top layer. Well, I'm terrible at redstone, so I will resign as a builder then. But yes, a functional example of this would be here. If you can see, that is what should happen here. And yeah. Well, apparently I'm just very bad at Minecraft, so I'll stick to building, shall we? Story short, I have tried to be interested and good at redstone, but I'm really doing a terrible job. I'm doing a terrible job at it. I did design some stuff right here, and once more, there's the 3x3 door that I lazily copy-paste over there and just remove the extra bits that were added. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Well then, that will be all for this video. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe if you want to support the channel, like the video, comment what you thought, and you can visit my channel of clips and French channel, but beware, the French channel is not a PG one, and yeah, it only works if you speak French, honestly. Also, the clips might not be PG, so yeah, you'll be warned. So everything on this channel will always stay for everyone, so if you don't want to take the risky route, I recommend that you stay only on this channel, so that way you can't be hearing stuff that you don't want to hear. But that's all for me, and I'll see you in the next video.